Bonjour les petits loulous, on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour une nouvelle vidéo donc sur Honkai Star Rail. Ça fait plusieurs jours déjà que la suite de l'histoire est enfin apparue. Ce n'est pas une continuité pionnière, c'est vraiment la suite de l'histoire du jeu. Et du coup on va la découvrir ensemble. Donc entre temps j'ai essayé de monter mes persos, donc c'est pour ça que ça a pris quand même pas mal de temps avant de pouvoir faire la vidéo tout simplement. Parce que j'ai pas mal augmenté en fait mon équilibre. Et du coup, fallait monter les héros en conséquence de ce changement. Mais c'est très loin d'être terminé puisque j'ai un petit problème avec les sous. Mais bon, ça c'est un autre détail. Donc c'est parti. Discutez de votre prochain voyage avec vos compagnons. Donc par rapport à l'histoire principale du jeu, donc ça s'était terminé grosso modo sur Penacony. Donc on avait réussi à mettre en échec le dieu de l'harmonie, me semble que c'était. Et du coup c'était tout simplement le frère de Robin qui voulait créer un autre monde où tout le monde serait heureux en les emprisonnant dans un rêve éternel. Et on l'a mis en échec, ce qui n'a pas du tout été simple d'ailleurs. En tout cas avec les héros free-to-play j'ai vraiment eu un peu de mal. Parce que vraiment avoir l'avantage, on va dire élémentaire, enfin ce que j'appelle avantage élémentaire, c'est grosso modo avoir des éléments des personnages qui permettent de provoquer la rupture des ennemis. Et ça c'était très difficile à constituer avec une équipe totalement free-to-play. Mais bon, j'ai fini par m'en sortir quand même, même si c'était fastidieux. Alors, c'est parti. Son nom n'est même pas mentionné.
It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror. You haven't been with us on the express very long.
Tranquille, Émile. Elle s'appelle pas Émile. Sachez, je comprends qu'il puisse être difficile. Cette idée qu'il existe un monde sur lequel Akivili n'essaie pas d'aventurer.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine.
Elle dit pas un mot. Personne ne ce que je sois aussi riche en événements, il a décidé et leur amour, liberté est une promesse faite en vie. Tu peux retrouver des amis, mais également des adversaires. Ah bah ça, il faut bien du combat, hein. Ah carrément, on passe tout de suite à un changement de perso. Le problème c'est que moi, je le connais pas très bien ce perso-là. C'est chiant parce que quand tu dois incarner en fait un autre personnage, en fait si tu connais pas trop le personnage c'est compliqué parce qu'il faut constituer une équipe en conséquence d'eux en fait. Et c'est pas toujours simple quand tu sais pas trop s'il est attaque, support ou autre.
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and what was it again? That the chaos was...
Well, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure.
You mean the former Oak family?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might...
I've heard another theory about that family. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect...
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that.
J'avais oublié que c'était un perso à part entière qu'on pouvait récupérer, celui-là.
have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that bloodhounds keep.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, they'll be...
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on.
The only one you can rely. What about her?
At least she was spared from the consequence.
What a shame.
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you. Eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though that said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a
You're right.
She should still be in Penacony.
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your... I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Il fait... Alors s'il fait temporairement partie de mon équipe, j'aimerais bien savoir où tu l'as mis parce que... Alors par contre il me faudrait un TP rapido pour récupérer des points de vie. Le problème c'est que je sais pas où il y en a un. Alors il y en a plusieurs. Il faut juste que je me rappelle mes touches par contre. Comment ça se fait que les TP sont désactivés? Oula. On va éviter de se faire tailler un short, hein, ce serait pas mal. Pourquoi je sens qu'il va y avoir encore beaucoup de dialogue.
I see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike what's happening at Ideen Park.
Hey! Hey! Hey, Casey!
My apologies. I forgot that you're not...
Don't remind me.
Le pauvre.
Why do I have to make this trip?
We've been through this. You're the only one. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my...
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me.
Holy moly. Can you get any...
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and help when you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future. I did everything with...
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to... I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all...
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop some...
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like. As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at...
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment.
By walking straight.
Or by when it's time to go. This will be farewell for good.
Can't you just look back on it?
There's something else I want to do too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the...
You know how it is. Old habits die. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
Bah moi ce que j'aimerais bien surtout c'est quel est le rapport entre sa tenue et le reste.
Take a joke, will ya?
Si je passe sur le côté ça... Yes, c'est passé crème. Alors, il y a beaucoup de dialogue au final. Hein.
Sorry, but park facilities are at...
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation.
What? What are you... Mr. 1 Week? Please excuse me, I should have recognized you earlier.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll...
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are.
Aftermath.
You...
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for...
Oh, I see. Pardon my... Coming back to the topic of the park. Let's just say that it has been recently...
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of...
Yeah, that works. Can you keep...
Please take these notes with you. They make...
Des comportements
You shouldn't have
bizarres.
said that just now. It'll only make...
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. So, why are we here? You managed this park.
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak, we were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. In hindsight, that was probably the first time.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must...
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things.
Was that his way of...
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. But there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. This place is no exception.
Let's see what we have on these... No consumption of food except for burgers. What?
Non mais même moi j'ai pas compris le délire là. Dans les attractions on peut pas utiliser les jetons qui sont censés être faits pour. Il y a vraiment une couille. Inspecter.
Be kind.
Looks like some rules weren't distorted. That's a word-for-word account of what I said.
Did you make this rule because your sister is...
No, it was for Mr. Gopherwood. He used to stop by the park to people watch. I wanted him to rest undisturbed.
Mais il y a pas d'oiseau là.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective Wait, don't...
Ah ouais d'accord, ok.
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the... Next on the list, is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on this stage.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast.
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measure.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are...
I tried to warn you. How do you feel?
Now?
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the con.
Pas sûr de tout comprendre ce qui se passe quand même.
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking if when a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreams.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Techniquement, c'est pas vraiment des anomalies.
Do not discard trash. This is absurd.
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what?
Bah, des ordures du coup. Puisque c'est ça qui est interdit à mettre. What?
What is this?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere too.
Attends, quoi? J'ai une poubelle dorée, c'est quoi ce délire? Oh, je comprends rien à ce qui se passe. Alors, faut pas utiliser les capsules. Alors, je dois trouver un vendeur, grosso modo.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on, let's buy some bottle caps from...
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you. Who...
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really...
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together.
Ah, d'accord.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Mais c'est un peu con de mettre une capsule. Mais ça fonctionne en plus. Mais c'est pas censé fonctionner.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
On n'aurait pas dû faire ça, puisque l'avertissement était vain, la punition est désormais inéluctable. Oh oh.
They can't be seriously going that far. No. Hey!
T'inquiète, ça passe.
Who will it be? I won't do it. Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Never hesitate.
Forever.
Triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Alors le critique à 28 000, je suis pas sûre qu'il était obligatoire.
Spend freely. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
The fearless knows not fear. I won't do it.
Give these trailblazers your blessing.
It's on me.
Never hesitate. Too slow. Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Wow.
Bust.
Ah, t'as tu calmé là, sur les dégâts, je suis pas sûr qu'ils ont ton point de vie. Normalement pour les combats j'ai une équipe free to play, mais j'ai un petit peu trop monté mon niveau d'équilibre et j'ai pas réussi à remettre à jour correctement mes teams. D'où le fait que je joue avec deux héros qui sont pas free to play. Bon, après normalement je pourrais remplacer Aventurine par March. Le problème c'est qu'elle est pas très bien montée et en fait ça me cause plus de problèmes qu'autre chose, donc j'ai dû remplacer par Aventurine. FX Yao, je l'ai respectée mais à un point, elle me fait des dégâts.
Aren't the rules being too finicky?
Enough. The location of the distortion.
Les échos de l'ordre, quand ils sont déformés, ne font qu'ajouter au chaos. On peut facilement repérer la source d'épée grâce à l'harmonisation.
Oh, there it is.
Time for it to disappear for good.
Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed.
Oh, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you.
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or...
Sometime before I turned 6, like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feather.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember some...
You never forget times of failure. It's okay.
You're probably the only one who'd consider something like...
Mais... Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memory when the younger me tasted failure here. I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now, we should go.
Mais c'est pas possible, tu vas me stopper à chaque fois?
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quiet.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from them.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family... You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody... Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Sweet dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Est-ce que Walt aurait découvert le
That was
poteau
no
rose?
ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep... I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony. Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do.
Ouais, il va vraiment me stopper H24 en fait. T'es chiant à la longue.
Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me.
I will, but put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous...
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony...
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value.
Ah oui, c'était
not
Lord
after how
lui
you
qui
wielded
faisait
the power
au lieu de
of harmony.
l'harmonisation.
Answer me. What?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Walt l'a grillé. Ouais.
So, it was
Enfin non,
the
pas ouais.
IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around, as you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye?
Agreed. But until you leave Penacony for good, I left my home in a hurry too. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need...
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna...
Je suis pas sûr qu'on va faire la fête.
We're here. They should be...
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted. Shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were...
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with...
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain...
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for...
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? These lady...
What the fuck?
This...
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a...
On a un énorme problème.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic... I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures.
Mais elle a pas de voix, elle, en fait.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a... Could there be more to it? Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection. It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered? Looks like this is one exceptional passenger.
On va dire oui et non.
So,
Visiblement, il y a un problème.
anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't
Quoi? Pourquoi moi? J'ai rien fait moi.
you don't have to tell him that. He can see for him. Forget it.
C'est toi qui as voulu que je dise les trucs, tu te démerdes.
We walked around with Miss Ting-Yoon for a while after separating from the rest. But then we...
Did something happen?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his...
So that sort of try not to laugh.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot.
Quoi?
What happened?
Pourquoi ma faute?
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the... Miss Ting-Yoon ate the candy, too. But she only sneezed non-stop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze.
What's you...
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced...
Mr. Yang...
It's okay. You can reveal yourself.
I was only being careful. Help me remove my
It's been a while, everyone.
You...
Ok, on se calme, on se calme, on se calme.
Everyone, stay calm.
Tes explications ont intérêt à tenir la route.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. Mr. 1 Week here.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled
the surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss...
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now...
that's not gonna be easy.
Ah ouais, j'avoue que j'aimerais bien comprendre aussi ce qui s'est passé là.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time?
Your suggestion?
It's me! I'm the one who wants everything you to come together to form the... How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine, I know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th.
I guess I can... there. Now do you see what I...
There does appear to be an element of her.
Hey! You better not be referring to the part about my...
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from...
Yes, more specifically
the Laofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Laofu some time ago?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the first...
Looks like the...
story for another time.
Justement, le signe noir pourrait pas nous aider?
Dreamscape,
On pourrait peut-être les remettre ensemble, non?
For fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now.
Je suis pas sûr qu'elles vont nous aider plus que ça. Hein.
That sounds nice. People never never forget. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers? That's... if we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly...
You sure have a way of not offending.
These three Tingyuns don't look like they'll be reaching a
So, what do you
Let's try a different name, my dear.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this foxy and...
The problem with Miss Tingyun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are... In other words, it means the Tingyuns we see here...
Okay... You just make...
At any rate,
Décidément, faut lui
this
acheter un
is a known
cerveau, elle.
occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Tingyuns are too caught up in their own world.
One that we can speak with, but it may take me a while.
Ah bah si tu veux retrouver l'original, ouais, en effet, ça va mettre du temps. Trouver une avec laquelle il est possible de communiquer. Somnambule, non. Obsédé par l'argent, ça va être compliqué, je pense. Qu'est-ce qu'on a d'autre? Tini à l'éventail invisible. Enfantine. Oh, aïe 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 aïe. J'ai des doutes. Bon, on va essayer ça. Oh, t'es casse-bonbon. Ah, il y en a encore là-haut. What the fuck? Non, on peut pas parler à elle. Donc en fait, j'ai le choix entre une obsédée par l'argent, une enfantine ou une somnambule. Ouais, c'est bien ce que je me disais. Donc en fait, il reste qu'un seul choix.
You can't fly? I can. I'll take you next time. Should...
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine.
Even if that's true.
Oh.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Ah bah voilà, on en a trouvé une.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her. If I remember correctly,
It's nothing special.
she ought to meet your one we can properly...
Worth a try. My lady, if I may, I wish to...
before you start, you should know that we're
It is not my intention to provoke you.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain...
there's no need for that.
Are you all right with this, Miss?
I go as the wind blows, so you may...
Then kindly forgive our intrusion.
What the... Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Je me demande s'il n'y a pas eu une couille au milieu. C'est un peu bizarre quand même.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Quoi?
Tingyun, you're finally back. You may be small, but you're pretty amazing. Huh? What's...
It's nothing. Just a...
Tu dois ouvrir la bouche, Kukusa.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she... I nearly died. Just now.
Ah, je crois que le petit a un problème.
Don't be afraid. What? No matter what you see, you only need to remember you're not alone.
Who? And... Is that where I came from? And...
Oula. Pérégrine. Ah, c'est le nouveau héros qu'on peut invoquer. Je me demandais c'était qui celle-là. D'accord, d'accord. Bon, on va s'arrêter ici pour cet épisode pour éviter que ce soit trop long. Bon, comme d'habitude, donc Castarel, beaucoup de dialogue, pas forcément beaucoup d'action. Mais l'histoire reste néanmoins intéressante. J'ai hâte quand même de voir comment ça va se dégoupiller tout ça. Non, je vais mettre en pause, t'inquiète pas. Enfin bref, merci à tous d'avoir regardé cette vidéo, j'espère qu'elle vous aura plu. Si c'est le cas, vous connaissez la chanson, n'hésitez pas à vous abonner, à liker, ça fait toujours très plaisir, ça soutient énormément la chaîne. Un très grand merci à tous ceux qui le font. Dans la description, tous les liens par rapport au jeu, etc. Comme d'habitude. Un lien pour me soutenir, n'hésitez pas à les regarder. Et du coup, on se retrouve pour une prochaine vidéo. Allez, bisous les petits loulous!